Ladies and gentlemen, volleyball fans, your boys state quarterfinals.
Good morning and welcome to the Rush Center in Green Bay. It's time for the 60th annual WIAA State Boys Volleyball Tournament as we begin with the quarterfinals as the South Milwaukee Co-op United team faces off against the Marquette Hilltoppers. Great to have you along on the NFHS Network along with Lisa Relke. I'm Jay Wilson. Well, Lisa, every year we come back and it's a thrilling 3 days, and we're just so excited to get things started. You have personal experience being involved as a coach in the state tournament. What are these moments like as you get ready to start?
Oh, I think the hardest part, Jay, is just the time leading up, the wait. For these kids that are playing later today, it's, a lot of them are probably in the gym just to kind of get the nerves off. But, man, it's electric. It's an exciting time of year for high school volleyball.
First of 8 matches, boys and girls today. We'll talk about the schedule as we go on. First, South Milwaukee will be in the black tops with the blue trim. Marquette will be in the white. It'll be South Milwaukee, the United, serving first, and Aaron Martin puts it in play, and this tournament is underway. Back set there for Yetzer, and Ethan Yetzer gets the first point for South Milwaukee.
Yeah, just used the defense to his advantage there on the right side.
South Milwaukee Co-op United comes in with a 21-7 record. They are the number 4 seed in the 8-team boys field. Marquette Hilltoppers 28-6. They are the number 3 seed. That's the first point for the Hilltoppers as Miles Von Rieden puts it away, and we might be saying that name a lot today.
Oh, I know, man. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
3-year starter, honorable mention All-State last year. Miles Von Rieden wears number 1 for Marquette. And there's a big kill for Yetzer again.
Man, I tell you, Jay, Brady Bozich just sold that. He went in for the fake and he held the block and gave his teammate a wide open look on the net then.
Here's Yetzer to serve. He's the senior captain. He was a captain as a junior as well last year, so he's one of the leaders of this South Milwaukee team. Has another put away there for Von Rieden, so he's off to a good start.
Yeah, Von Rieden, senior, 6'2". He plays much bigger than 6'2" out there.
2-2, first set. Boy, look at the dip on that serve by Von Rieden.
Yeah, nice top spin floater there and dropped for him. Tough to handle.
Jake Cosson, the Marquette coach, says we miss a ton of serves.
Yeah.
Well, that one looked pretty good.
Great dig to the outside.
Handled well by South Milwaukee. Now here's Marquette trying to get something going. Free ball here for South Milwaukee. And that's going to be off the pin, and that'll be a point for South Milwaukee.
Yeah, off the Thomas Schmidt, just deflected it off the antenna out of bounds.
First serving chance here for Brady Bozich. And that's a service error, so Marquette takes a 4-3 advantage. Marquette, the 2-time defending champions for boys, they're at state for the 22nd straight year. And a big block at the net there. How about that by Thomas Schmidt, the 6'2 senior.
That was pretty sweet. He got up and he had to solo that. His middle got juked a little bit and didn't get out there to help him. Yeah, what a strong tradition Marquette's got, in boys volleyball. Just, they're a constant here at the Rush Center.
10 state titles.
That's incredible.
Cooper Cantwell puts this one in play for Marquette.
Oh, nice. Big swing.
And right back it goes to Aiden Del Fava. And that's going to be a
double hit.
Double contact,
yeah.
So it'll go to Marquette. Hilltoppers now pulling away a little bit with 3 in a row, 6-3.
I tell you, Jay, one thing you see out of the boys game a lot is the ratio of back row attacks compared to front court. It's amazing how much they rely on that.
Oh, and a quick hit there
Whoa.
by Max Larscheid. And a quick timeout here for South Milwaukee as Marquette has scored 4 in a row.
Yeah, that was a nice 31 set to Max Larscheid.
Larscheid, yep.
Larscheid?
Yep.
Yeah, nice quick swing for the point. Forces the timeout.
So we mentioned it's a big day, the first day here at the WIA State Boys and Girls Tournament as the boys moved their finals from Wisconsin Lutheran a few years ago here to the Rest Center. Our schedule includes the other match, by the way, going on right now is Arrowhead, the 2nd seed, against Kettle Moraine, the 7th seed. That's going on in the court adjacent to this one. We'll see our first girls action at 1 o'clock. That'll be number 2 Oconomowoc, number 7 Burlington, number 3 Appleton North, number 6 Franklin. That's in Division I girls quarterfinal action, 1 o'clock. But right now we're up to our neck in the first boys quarterfinals as Marquette puts this one in play, trying to keep the momentum going, and a service error slows that down.
Just long by Cantwell. Side out goes to South Milwaukee. And that brings number 17 into the game to serve, David Young. Listed as a 5'9 junior libero.
He's a serving specialist. He has one of the more aggressive serves, says head coach Tyler Shichigoy. And that serve results eventually in a point for South Milwaukee. So a little life out of the South Milwaukee Union team.
Looks like Yang has a very strong serve. Handled well by Marquette.
That time, Rezatek couldn't get it over the tape. Another point for South Milwaukee Co-op. Boy, that was a pretty good timeout the way it looks like.
Yeah, very effective. Nice serve. Oh, smart.
Perfect placement.
Yeah, smart play. Nice shoot set to Del Fava on the outside. Just falls in.
That's Aiden Del Fava, an outside hitter. He's a 6'3 sophomore. Now you hear 6'3, and some of these guys are still growing.
I know.
Only a sophomore.
Oh, nice save.
So free ball here for Marquette. Let's see what they do with it. And a big block of the net, double there by Alvarez and Kloss. Or check that, Wood and Martin for South Milwaukee.
Oh, great fake out of the middle. Nice.
And a big finish there.
Ooh, they're calling that out.
Oh.
Must have hit the antenna.
Owen Herthy thought he had a big play there, but
yeah,
they'll give the point to Marquette, 9-6.
Again, great assist out of the middle attacker for South Milwaukee to pull that block.
Now Marquette strings a couple of points together again.
Yeah, I mean, as Coach said, they miss a lot of serves. I mean, I'm not seeing a lot of that so far, but it just kind of goes hand in hand. They're also very aggressive servers, so a little bit more of a risk factor there.
This put in play by Thomas Schmidt for Marquette. We'll try the right side there with
Nice
Del Fava
dig.
again.
Oh, use the block.
And
Very effective.
great effort there by Maddox Volrath to try and save it, but he couldn't, so 10-7 he scored first set.
And we have the setter back, number 8. Owen Hirth, he's an outside hitter.
Oh, Bill, a big finish there. That time, Del Fava had it again.
Yeah, great side out.
Boy, Marquette's strong on the outside, aren't they, with Von Rieden and Del Fava?
Man, I tell you, 6'2" looks short out there, Jay.
Right? Not to us.
No, that's a full head taller than I am.
Oh, and a big hit there. Big swing by Ethan Yetzer. Every time it looks like Marquette's going to pull away a little bit, South Milwaukee creeps back. Peyton Adams will have this serve for South Milwaukee. They're a co-op. The schools are South Milwaukee, Milwaukee Reagan, and St. Thomas More.
Yeah, pretty unique, right?
Yeah. I know on the live stream you see the back of their jerseys. They have SMR for South Milwaukee, Reagan, and Moore. And boy, that one snuck on the line. And
that was a nice power tip. Very effective by Yetzer. That'll bring Martin back to serve, the 6'5" setter.
Wow.
Oh, just gets the line.
Another rocket by Van Rieden.
Yeah.
Wow. He went cross court, snuck it just inside the sideline. Miles Van Rieden.
It's amazing, Jay, when you look at him. He's the shortest guy out there in the front court at 6'2", excuse me. But man, does he get up.
Oh, and that sneaky little play there by
Yeah.
Cooper Cantwell. He's 6'7".
Nice power tip by Cantwell. Just puts it in the hole. Marquette leads 14-9. Yeah, just double contact, just not an even contact on the ball. And the minute the official sees that ball spin, they're going to call it every time at this level.
So 15-9 Marquette.
Man, South Milwaukee is really struggling with the Marquette serve receive.
Wow.
I mean, they're most of the opportunities we're seeing, I mean, that's the key in the game right now is they're passing it to the 10-foot line versus getting it up to target to run their offense.
Thomas Schmidt with that big swing. 16-9 Marquette.
Nice back set. Dug well by the libero. Oh.
Yep, and again, little problem for South Milwaukee as Marquette's lead is now 17-9 and another timeout here.
Yeah, I tell you, Jay, Aaron Martin, the setter, the 6'5" setter for South Milwaukee he's getting a workout today. The passing is struggling at best, and he's running all over the court to try to make something happen.
These two teams both won their conferences. Marquette, the champions of the Greater Metro Conference with an 8-0 record. South Milwaukee Co-op won the Woodland Conference with a 6-1 mark. Mentioned that South Milwaukee Co-op's 21-7. They lost their last two matches of the regular season to Whitefish Bay and New Berlin Eisenhower West, but they have not lost a set in the tournament so far, although they're down here 17-9. And sometimes those late season losses can maybe wake you up. I don't know, but
yeah, I mean, an impressive end to their finish to their tournament series here.
Now they're in a bit of a hole at 17-9 as Marquette serves here in the first set.
That's a better pass.
And that one's wide.
Yep. Albrecht out there on the outside attack, just over-rotated a bit. Marquette right now just kind of cruising along, 9-point deficit to South Milwaukee.
And one thing we haven't mentioned, this is South Milwaukee Co-op's first trip to state. So we mentioned about Marquette's experience.
Yeah.
You know what that's like, first trip to state. I mean, you can have one of the greatest teams ever assembled, and if you're here for the first time, there's something about it.
Yeah, a lot of nerves to work out.
Like there?
Yeah, just unforced errors that you traditionally wouldn't make. And I'm sure that's going to be addressed in the huddle in between the set 1 and 2. Ways to calm his team down, Coach Chichigoy.
Well, and this one's out of sync, and another point for Marquette.
Sometimes, we're right in front of them here, Jay, and you can just see the frustration on these kids' faces, and then it gets quiet out there. And
I got to believe if you know you're playing. Oh, boy, what a serve there.
That was a bullet.
Perfect. Van Rieden, what can he do?
Yeah, man.
But, even if you're an experienced team, you see you've got Marquette in the draw.
Oh, yeah.
That's something to get over sometimes, too.
That's a tough draw to start.
There's Van Rieden. And that one will fall out of play. Point Marquette. Their run continues 22-10.
Wow. Behind the impressive serving of Miles Van Rieden, again, plays like he's about 6'9". That's a nice dig by the libero.
That one's out.
Thomas Schmidt just out. Side out. South Milwaukee Co-op. Brings back Brady Bozick, the middle blocker, back to serve.
Trying to get back into this first set is South Milwaukee, but there's the big guy, Cooper Cantwell. Again, he's 6'7", and you're right, he makes those 6'2" guys look pretty small.
Yeah, I think his biggest fear is coming down and hitting his armpit on the top of the net.
Here's Cantwell.
Nice serve, good put up by South Milwaukee.
And again, the far side hit. Goes out. Missed there by Herthy. 24-11. Set point for Marquette. Of course, the best of 5. You have to win 3 sets.
Yep. Nice put up by the set. Handled by Cantwell nicely.
Herthy pushes it across and gets the point.
Yeah, that's a great spot. Smart attack by South Milwaukee Co-op.
Owen Herthy, first team all-conference. Great leader and motivator, says Coach Shichigoy.
And that brings the David Young into the game off the bench. Back row attack. Does not fall.
Handled by Jack Fitterer for Marquette. And Marquette wanted a touch. Didn't get it.
No.
It'll be a point for South Milwaukee.
See if David Young came off the bench and gave him a 3-0 spark last time he was serving.
Serve handled by Van Rieden, and it ends up in a point for Del Fava. Aiden Del Fava puts it away. That's the first set. Marquette wins it 25-13. Boy, the Hilltoppers, well, they've been here before. And
yeah, I mean, they just look like it's their backyard.
All right, we'll take a break. Be back with the second set. Again, Marquette winning set number 1 over South Milwaukee Co-op, 25-13.
He's going to take it himself for a championship. A double play wins it the break. Turn it to the end zone. What a catch. The cut is on. Touchdown.
Into the layup goes at the buzzer.
Wins it. The championship.
High school sports fans, relive your favorite moments. Just click the shopping cart below the video player to get your digital copy today.
Welcome back to the Rush Center. Lisa Relke, Jay Wilson with you on the NFHS Network. The other boys quarterfinal in progress. Arrowhead, the number 2 seed, is leading Kettle Moraine, the number 7 seed, 23-19. That's over on court 1, so that's a very competitive first-round match with Arrowhead and Kettle Moraine. Here, not quite as competitive. 25-13, Marquette, the two-time defending champions, with an impressive start over South Milwaukee. Max Larscheid puts set 2 underway. And that big hit from Yetzer.
Yetzer just using the block. Block was facing out of bounds, and he just used it. The smart play by the outside hitter.
So South Milwaukee Co-op with a 1-0 advantage here as we begin the second set. There's Aaron Martin with the serve. And that one's out as Van Rieden mishits. So 2-0 South Milwaukee.
I tell you, Jay, Ethan Yetzer, for South Milwaukee, I mean, just putting not South Milwaukee, I'm sorry. Maddox Ballrath from Marquette is just solid on the serve receive passing. I mean, he is putting up a great ball for his teammates.
Federer with the serve, block at the net. And it stayed on the Marquette side, so that'll be point South Milwaukee.
Jack Albrecht, nice swing on the outside.
Here's Yetzer.
Nice float serve by Yetzer, handled well by Marquette.
Oh, look at Yetzer dig that one. And blocked.
Yeah, big block to get around up there.
Double contact.
Yeah, Aaron Martin, their setter is, like I said, he's really working hard to try to get in the position to put a good ball up.
3-2 South Milwaukee. Marquette to put this one in play. Another dipping serve that's too hard to handle. And
not a serve by Van Rieden.
Yep.
I think that's 3 he's got on the day already.
Waiting on the live scoring to be functioning here today. We can give you some more statistics.
Oh,
when
nice
that comes.
drop serve by Van Rieden.
That's a beauty, and it'll go out.
Yep, another ace. He's racking them up.
He is indeed. Yeah, if serving's an issue for Marquette, we sure haven't seen it.
No, yeah. Maybe Coach said that. Reverse jinx, right?
Yeah, right.
Up. Great hustle.
That was Aaron Martin going into the scoring table to get that one.
Martin kind of all over the place. Great dig by Martin.
A little change up from Del Fava, handled by South Milwaukee. Let's see what Marquette does. Back set. And
Dig gets tight.
Yep.
Oh, we got a net violation on South Milwaukee Co-op.
Yep.
I think that was called on the setter, Martin. Looking at the R2 signal.
So point Marquette, 5-3 Hilltoppers, up 1-0. They won it 25-13. Boy,
that is
that before, huh?
That's a 4-0 run right now that Van Rieden's been on.
Yep.
A little surprised, just talking as a coaching perspective, a little surprised South Milwaukee Co-op hasn't shifted or changed up that serve receive. Good putback by Martin.
Oh, look at that block.
Wow.
Del Fava, all by himself.
That is way tougher than he makes it look.
Yeah. Yeah, the really good ones make the tough ones look really easy.
Yeah, they do.
And everybody goes, why can't they do that all the time?
I know. Wow.
That's a rocket serve. And there's
there
a
we
good
go.
finish by Brady Bozic.
Bozic just getting up and using the block. Nice quick set from Martin, knowing where his hitter's at.
Bozic has been a versatile player in his high school career. Played all over the place in his freshman year. Played opposite his sophomore and junior year. Now he's in the middle this year. That's going to be Marquette.
I tell you what, that's kind of a coach's dream when you have a kid that's like, wherever you need me. Versatile. And who knows where he'll play if he plays at the next level, Gives them a lot of options.
And sometimes players and sometimes their parents kind of dig in and say, no, he's an outside hitter.
Exactly.
But if you have a player who buys into it and accepts it, you've got a really good player a lot of times.
Yeah, great team player. And that's one thing that the head coach, Chichikoy, mentioned throughout all the bio was how team-oriented this South Milwaukee Co-op group is.
Oh, I'd rather be lucky than good.
Yeah, that
Cantwell hit the tape and it crawled over.
call that a tape assist, Jay. It's never fun when you're on the receiving end of
Nope.
it.
This is starting to look a lot like the first set. It's up to 10-4 for Marquette. Free ball for Marquette. Yeah, they kind of
Yeah, we're going to
that
call
one
it
a little bit.
double contact.
So South Milwaukee can breathe a little sigh of relief on that.
Boy, Von Rieden came 30 feet out of the backcourt
Yeah.
to get that. You're seeing a lot of teams right now taking their, the old days, we used to take our free balls deep to zone 5 and 1.
Yeah.
And now, and I don't know if it's because it's NCAA led, a lot of them are taking them short to the middle.
Here's the designated server, Yang, again.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Somehow Yetzer was able to almost keep it in play, but just too hot to handle. It's another Marquette point. South Milwaukee made 8 state appearances, including winning the state title in 1974. They were runners-up back in 1947, remember?
Oh, my Lord. Yeah, I cannot believe how long the boys' state tournament has been going.
Off the tape, South Milwaukee keeps the point going. And it ends up for
Whoa.
Marquette. Just thrown
Nice
over the
tip.
net by Fitterer.
Man, great hustle by South Milwaukee.
Mm-hmm.
Keep that ball alive.
Yeah, we were kind of surprised. We looked at the program. It's the 60th boys tournament, but only the 51st for girls. But, and
Yeah,
again,
I
when
thought
went
that'd
to
be
high
flipped.
School, it was all GAA and stuff. It wasn't even a thing, you know?
Yeah. And then when I was in high school, I'm a little bit younger than you. We had a class system, ABC.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
we played a lot at the Colf Sports Arena
Oh, in Oshkosh.
Oshkosh, yeah.
And timeout here as Marquette has a 13-5 lead. We'll keep it right here. There were classes. There was pool play back in the day.
Yep.
And the youngsters don't even remember pre-rally scoring.
Oh, man.
Remember those?
Yeah, and then there was, oh, God, do I remember that. Our
When
match,
you had to serve to get the point.
the matches would go on forever.
Oh my gosh.
And I feel like that getting the game to the TV level, we had to do something different to be able to control the time somewhat. Which I'm a big fan of rally scoring, where at every play there's a point earned,
Right.
and it makes the game go a little faster as well.
Yeah, some of those matches in the old days.
Oh man! And you'd round robin your regionals, so you'd be there the whole day instead of one match a day, a night.
We call it progress.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, Marquette serving 13-5, up one set in the second. Another put away by Max Larscheid.
Marquette just looks comfortable. It looks like they're not working that hard because, fundamentally they're just doing a lot of things right. Mm-hmm. Jack Albrecht back to serve again. Strong serve from number 7.
4 straight again for Marquette.
Uh-huh.
Let's see what South Milwaukee can do with this one.
Oh,
A little push there by Herthy. Oh,
there was no touch call on that?
and they call it out. Well, now they're going to change it. Yeah.
And one thing I really like to see is if you look over at the Marquette bench, their whole coaching staff is looking at the officials saying, now that was a touch.
Yep.
So a little honesty on the sideline over there. Back to serve for South Milwaukee Co-op. Number 8, Owen Hirth.
Yeah.
Owen's coach Herthy, excuse me. He credits this player as being one of his strongest leaders on the court. Oh, a little tight dig.
Yep, that was Peyton Adams with the dig, and that's point South Milwaukee.
Boy, Yetzer with a nice save there. He had to get up on that.
All right, we have said Ethan Yetzer's name all day long.
What's that?
We've said Ethan Yetzer's name all day long.
Uh-huh.
On a big day for South Milwaukee. And that's a mishit there by Aaron Martin, way wide.
Great idea. I like that he's taking it in two. I mean, especially since he's 6. What is he? 6'5"? But just sails wide.
Yep. So Marquette gets the serve back. And that one's into the middle of the net. Says it's a service error by Aiden Del Fava. So 15-9, South Milwaukee Co-op trying to find a way to get back into this one. Second set. That one rolls over the tape and out of the Marquette side. And the block stays on the South Milwaukee side, point Marquette.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tall order going against Max Larscheid?
Larscheid, yep.
I mean, he's just got the height advantage, and he's able to tip it right down the front of that block.
Well as Marquette was serving in the first set, now some of those serving woes of...
Maybe we jinxed them, Jay. I don't know.
We have such great power. It's unbelievable. So that has crept into the second set. A couple of service errors for Marquette. And that was a battle at the net. Marquette will go the back set, and the big hit from
nice
Von
dig
Rieden.
to the well. Nice dig.
Good response by South Milwaukee, and oh boy, Yetzer tried to push it across and kept it on his side.
Yeah,
17-10.
That's frustrating. He had a wide open look. You know, you could see where he wanted to put it.
Jack Federer, the senior, puts this one in play.
There's a nice pass.
That one hit the tape by Jack Albrecht, and nobody from Marquette could get it.
Well, and the line judge is shaking his head. He said it did not hit the antenna. It was legit. Tape assist.
So Yetzer to serve. Another double contact.
You know, Jay, I like how clean this R1 is making these setters be.
Yeah.
You know, I think you don't want to be too loose. You know, we're at the state level, so, you know, we want to keep it clean. Few double contacts.
I was going to say, what's the record for most double contacts?
I don't have that stat.
Well, big swing there from Thomas Schmidt, but he missed it.
Yep.
Or did they say touch? They're giving Marquette the point.
Oh, boy, I didn't see a touch on that, but...
I didn't either.
Big swing by Thomas Schmidt, 6'2" senior.
Yeah, his swing was called out, but Marquette got the point. So Hilltoppers up 18-12 second set. That roar you heard was from the play on court one. We'll update that score after this point. Wow, another hot one from Del Fava.
Yeah, big swing. Big swing on the outside.
Arrowhead won the first set over Kettle Moraine 25-19. Second set tied 10-10. Again, that's number 2 Arrowhead against the 7th seed Kettle Moraine. The winner of that match and the winner of this match will play in the boys semifinals tomorrow night, 5 o'clock here.
Man, I tell you, Yetzer's got a great back row attack, but those front court blockers for Marquette are just reading him really well.
Yep. Now Marquette, as they are every year, they're going to be a tough out, no question. South Milwaukee trying not to be one and done. There's good play.
It's a nice swing.
Herthy right down the line.
Yeah, a little background on Ethan Yetzer. His coach talks a lot about the fact that he does a lot of coaching in practice, like a student athlete-led coaching to help his teammates out. So he's got a lot of knowledge of the game.
Yeah, and he talks about this being a players' team. That the players run the team. And I've heard so many coaches in so many sports say that through the years when it's a players' team like that and they're doing them talking and they're doing the coaching and they're doing the working. Yeah, those are really good teams typically.
Wow. I don't know if you could see from where you're sitting, Jay, but that was not your typical high set for a back row attack. That was almost like a 31.
Yeah.
And I tell you, Von Rieden just made it look easy.
You know, he's listed at 6'2", and I think they might have stretched the tape on him a little bit.
He doesn't look that tall.
But I'll tell you, he gets up, and he's got power. Now, that set was an easy push down there for Del Fava. Larscheid was there too, but Del Favo will get the kill, 22-13.
Yeah, Martin just had his back to the net, and that's just not good for him.
Yeah, that was an easy one.
Uh-huh.
Difficulty on the receive leads to another Marquette point. They're only 2 away from a 2-set lead.
Yeah, serve receive has been a nemesis for these guys out there today.
I don't know if you're big on body language, but
Yeah,
the body language of South Milwaukee is not great right now. Look at that.
yeah.
Hit the tape, roll over, ace for Cantwell.
They do kind of look like they ran into a bus, so to speak. I mean,
You
they've
know why?
heads down.
They ran into a bus.
They ran into a bus. Marquette is a
That's
big
why they
bunch.
look that way.
I know. You got that right.
Cantwell. And again, the serve creates issues on the receive, and that is the second set. Well, exactly like the first set.
Yeah, same score.
25-13 Marquette. They're up 2-0, looking to advance to another boys semifinal. We'll take a break, be back with set number 3. Marquette leads South Milwaukee 2-0. You're watching the WIA State Boys Volleyball Tournament on the NFHS Network.
With great brands at the best prices at Academy Sports and Outdoors, you'll always find more fun. More of this, and more of this, and this. So you can do more of that, and that, and that, and definitely some of that. While getting together for more of that, and that. Yes! Have more fun with great brands at the best prices, only at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Hey, conductor, how about something new? You played this last year. Come on, get your head out of your sacks.
Shh, we're trying to hear.
Well, I'm sick and tired of hearing your kid play the wrong notes. Where's my kid solo?
At least you can see your kid. Why is my kid stuck way in the back?
The conductor only plays his favorite. Woo!
My kid heard that solo!
You saying I did?
Yeah!
Come on! What's wrong with you?
We are ready to begin the third set. Marquette 25-13 in the first. Marquette 25-13 in the second. So, you've perhaps been in this kind of situation as a coach that has lost the first 2 sets. What are the kind of things you try to get your team, across to your team in this
At this level,
intermission?
this just kind of reminds me of the state championship in 05. We're behind a very strong Waupun team. 2-0, and we just talked about how, and it was the championship, so how silver's the new gold.
Yeah.
Giving my kids perspective that they probably have to play the game of their lives to knock this team off, just have fun and work hard at it.
Was that a Brittany Dogner team?
Yeah. Actually, Brittany was a club teammate to I had a 6'2" middle hitter, Jessa Benson, that finished her career with the Badgers.
Yep.
And
by the way, this is River Valley we're talking about.
Yep, River Valley. Yep.
River Valley.
And I found once my kids just settled down and realized that it was a bit of a David and Goliath. We played hard. The goal was let's get in the double digits. I mean, honest to God, they were that solid, and you got to enjoy the ride. So if you're South Milwaukee right now.
Now that's a block that goes off the face of Yetzer.
Yetzer, yeah. South Milwaukee, they just got to keep plugging away, and balls are going to fall. One interesting stat on Yetzer is he's going to your alma mater. Did you say you went to Stevens Point?
No, I went to Harry Babcock went to Stevens Point.
Oh,
I went to UW.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. Oh, there's a miss by Yetzer.
It just in the bio I got on him. He's undecided, but leaning towards Stevens Point for volleyball.
Sure. Yep. I'm from Wisconsin Rapids, which if you say that you're from if you accuse somebody of being from Stevens Point, if you're from Rapids, that's really.
Oh, yeah, I get it.
Yetzer.
Oh, nice swing by Yetzer to the right side.
Dug out, though, by Fitterer. And that time, Von Rieden missed.
That's a rare miss by Von Rieden.
(3-2) South Milwaukee, down 2-0.
Oh, Yetzer. Short toss. If you watch Yetzer out there, and he's just trying to do a lot, trying to do so much for his team out there that he can turn this match around.
He had 347 kills on the year coming in, Ethan Yetzer.
Yeah, he's definitely at least 75% of their attack.
Yeah.
I mean, Martin's finding him wherever he can.
Jack Albrecht missed that one for South Milwaukee. 4-3 Marquette. Gosh, those serves are tough.
Well, he just keeps changing it up. I mean, the last serve was a driller to deep zone 6, and now a nice top spin to zone 3. I mean, the serve receive is like, okay, where's he going next? Yeah. So very, very hard to read this server.
And if you're watching on the stream, you have a different perspective. We're right on the court. The dip on his serves when he gets it right, that's really hard to handle. You see these guys coming to the net horizontally, and they're trying to get it, and they can hardly do that. That time
his top spin drops right out of the air. It's perfect.
Service error that time. Ooh, there's a mishandle by Vollrath.
Let that go.
They got it back going. And there's Herthy from the left side. 5-5.
Yeah, Owen Herthy, team captain for this crew, trying to get them fired up.
We talked about we didn't like South Milwaukee's body language earlier, but now they got a little spark in them.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, what the heck?
Whoa, 14 slipped a bit coming off the court there.
Yeah. Ooh.
I tell you what, he's not really listed in a lot of their bio, but Gianni Wood, a 6'4" senior middle blocker, I love his body language. I mean, he is their cheerleader on the floor, and I don't see much in the bio, but, man, he's been a leader for these guys today.
Oh, service ace. Marquette. That was Sam Christensen. He's a 6'4" middle blocker, and he put that one just inside the line.
Gianni Wood, though, a comment coach did make was he's the kid that you leave practice. You could come back in another hour after practice, and he'd still be in the gym working on his serve. Oh, single block. Got around it.
Oh, and Yetzer, with that dig, leads to a point as it's mishandled by Christensen.
Yeah, it looked like he just lost his footing on that.
Well, after a couple of one-sided sets, 25-13 for Marquette, South Milwaukee's right there in set 3. It's 7-6 Marquette.
Yeah, they're battling.
Yeah. Here comes Yang.
Yang with a nice topspin serve. 31 attack.
Look at that block. But it's out.
Wow.
Aaron Martin looked like he made a pretty good block, but it just floated wide of the sideline.
I tell you, when you've got let me look at the height on that guy. When you got a 6'4", 6'5", middle kidder, running a 31 as effectively as they do is pretty easy. He's way above the net.
Yeah. Check that.
Oh, that was pretty.
Sam Becker had the serve, but South Milwaukee gets the point.
Nice corkscrew tip kill by Martin, the setter.
So 8-7 Marquette, third set.
Martin with just the touch block there. Put up. Martin's going to take it.
Hey, how about that? Aaron Martin, junior captain, first team Woodland East All-Conference last year.
Wouldn't every coach want a 6'5"
Yeah.
blocker or a setter rather to run their offense?
That's a point for Del Fava. Again, Von Rieden, Del Fava, Fitterer.
That brings back
Marshall.
up
They got
Donovan
stars.
Burris. I think this is his first entry into the game, number 4.
I think that's right.
Burris, listed as a 6-foot junior libero.
Well,
Oh, just a miscommunication that time.
they were looking for a back set to Wood, but it went the other way and fell to the court. 10-8 Marquette.
Nice serve by
Donovan Burris, yeah.
Burris,
Whoop.
man.
There's a big one for Yetzer again.
Yeah, I think he got the touch on that. I think Van Rieden might have had a hand on that.
So that will send Peyton Adams behind the service line.
Just short. South Milwaukee Co-op, I mean, they're battling
Yeah.
here in set 3.
But you can just feel the air come out with those service errors sometimes if you have a
one-
little momentum building.
Yeah, you get Mr. Momentum on your side and then you miss a serve. It's
And right back.
Yeah, Marquette gives it right back. South Milwaukee caught a break there.
Well, let's see if Aaron Martin has a little better luck. Nope. Well, what's the record for most consecutive service errors? That's 3 in a row.
I don't think that's listed in the state
I don't
program,
think
Jay.
so. No, I don't think so. What do you think? What have you seen? What would you most consecutive service errors you've seen?
Oh, man.
How high can that go?
I'd have to really
I mean,
think long.
three seemed like a lot.
Yeah, well, as a coach, 1 seems like a lot.
Yeah, right. Second set is complete on court 1, and Arrowhead has a 2-0 lead over Kettle Moraine, 25-19, 25-20. There's a put away by Thomas Schmidt.
Yeah, see if they find Yetzer in the back row here. If Martin will find him. Be nice to see him get around that block. Marquette's kind of got him figured out. Oh, it's a great serve.
Man, oh man. What can you do with it?
I'm feeling a little bad for number 21, Peyton Adams. I mean, he's doing what he can, but man, that's a rocket.
He's going to take off his shirt. He's going to have welts all over his
Yeah.
body from trying to receive these.
Oh, that was
serves.
played well by Milwaukee Co-op.
Oh, and then the timing was a little off for Yetzer, and he couldn't have enough power to get it across.
Yeah, hats off to Owen Herthy to anticipate he was going to come short because he's been pretty consistent with that.
So
Long, short.
What's Von Rieden going to do with this serve? Look at that
Long.
spin and another dipper.
Oh, that's a great pass by you.
Yeah. Herthy. Dug out by
Back
Volrath.
row. Whoa!
A little contact there between a couple of Marquette players.
Yeah, just two guys being aggressive and
Yeah.
going for it.
Looks like everybody's okay. 15-12's the score in set number 3.
Bozic back to serve for South Milwaukee Co-op.
Handled by Volrath.
Nice roll shot middle.
Dug out by Herthy.
Van Rieden brings it back to the front court.
Long.
Just long. Christensen sends that one deep point. South Milwaukee Co-op trying to keep this close.
15-13, and oh boy, our old friend, the service error, visits once again. 16-13, Marquette.
Christensen back to serve for Marquette.
And that will go out of play in front of the cheering sections. 17-13. You know why they're called the Hilltoppers, Marquette?
No, but I bet you know.
I do. Of course, they're in Milwaukee. They're now on Wisconsin Avenue and 35th Street, the school. But the school in 1881, a new Jesuit school opened at the Hilltop at 10th and State Streets in Milwaukee. And since the school was built on top of a hill, they were called the Hilltoppers.
That's interesting.
How about that? Timeout. Marquette leading 18-13. Third set. It's getting late for South Milwaukee Co-op in their first trip to state.
Yeah, this is kind of reminiscent of the last set. They battled. It was 6-6 for a while, then 7-7, and then all of a sudden Marquette just turned a switch and opened up a 5-6 point gap.
Yeah.
They got a tough draw for sure.
Yep.
I mean, getting to state is quite an accomplishment. You got to have all the, as we used to say in River Valley, the sun, the moon, and the stars all have to be aligned for you to just kind of luck out with where you fall in the seeding.
Right. On Marquette, we've talked about their tradition and history, and their coach, Jake Cosson, made a point to us. He said, people don't realize we only have 6 seniors on the team.
Yeah.
Everybody says, they're just another Marquette team, but they're actually one of the most inexperienced teams in the field.
Yeah, very, very young when you look at their roster.
Bad news for everybody else, I'd say, right?
Yeah, a lot to come in the next couple of years.
Well, there's a service error off the right arm of Sam Christensen. Well, the good news for South Milwaukee is this is the most points they've scored in the set today, 14.
Yeah.
After getting 13 in the first two, but the problem is they're still down 4 here in the third set.
Yang with a tough serve. What was that call? Out of rotation?
I was looking for double contact, but I didn't see that signal.
I'm guessing it was an overlap on the rotation.
I think you're right.
Yeah.
I think that's, looking at the way Marquette reacted, I think that's exactly right. Okay, 18-15.
Quick set to the right side.
Yang.
Handled well by Yang.
But Herthy's
Yang with the foot.
Yang. How about that?
Oh,
a little long.
Man, I was rooting for him on that one. That was a great play.
Now, if you don't see a lot of volleyball, you might think he can't do that. Well, yeah he can.
Yeah, he can.
So
it's not kickball out there, but it is used as a last-ditch effort, and it worked for Yang.
A heck of a play.
Yeah.
But still, Marquette ends up with a point, 19-15. They're 6 away from moving into the semifinals.
Ooh, Martin might have just got away with the double contact on that set.
Tip.
Out, no touch. Oh, wait, the line judge. Yep, he saw it.
I don't think there's any doubt.
No. That was a definite touch.
South Milwaukee fans reacting, but that's what fans do, I guess.
Yeah.
20-15 Marquette. They're 5 away from winning the first match.
Ooh. The serving woes have returned.
So Jake Cosson emailed us some information. We talked about the serving.
Yeah.
He says, we miss a ton of serves. And he put a ton in caps.
Yeah.
And we're seeing that here in the third set.
So I'm guessing that's a sore spot for him.
I think so, yeah.
Ooh, quick hands by 12.
That was Larscheid.
Oh,
Wow, what a finish for Yetzer.
Yeah. Attaboy. Yetzer's getting fired up out there.
South Milwaukee saying we're not done yet. 2017.
Quick set to the middle.
And quick finish from Max Larscheid.
Yeah. Larscheid listed as at 6'5". Man, he gets up.
Sure does.
He'll be back next year. He's only a junior.
It's always interesting when you
whoa!
Hit the line, I guess. Huh?
Oh, foot fault on Marquette.
Yeah. So 21-18. As you say, I mean, you see a young guy like Larscheid, or even younger, a sophomore, and they're really good when they're a sophomore, and then you see them a couple years later, and it's like, oh my goodness.
I know.
I mean,
well, they get there as a former health teacher. They get their man genes.
Yeah.
And so they're a 6'5" young man now, but yeah, they're going to look a lot different in a year or two, especially if they hit the weight room.
South Milwaukee's back to 21-19 here in the third set.
I appreciate their battle.
Yeah, no question. That one's off the block. Von Rieden will get another point, and it's 22-19. But again, every time there is a little momentum from South Milwaukee, it seems like Marquette says, okay, let's get this done. And
yeah.
They seem to do it.
And Von Rieden, he's a game changer.
Yeah. This is Larscheid.
Who handled well by a co-op.
Off the block. That will be a point. Yes or no? It
hit
won't.
the antenna first.
Heavens.
Great try. Smart play.
Yeah. 23-19.
Larscheid back serving again. Ooh, a little tight.
And it will be a point for South Milwaukee. It rolled across the tape and fell in. That'll be a point for Aaron Martin.
When you're a 6'5" setter, comes in handy.
Sure.
Tell you, I'm impressed. Larscheid ran 30 feet and almost picked up that tip just over the net.
Oh, look at that.
Wow.
Pushed across by Fitterer.
Taken in two, caught South Milwaukee co-op a little bit off guard. We have a match point right now for Marquette.
24-20, third set. Here's Jack Fitterer, 3-year varsity starter, trying to finish it off. South Milwaukee stays alive. They'll have to get it over, but Yetzer can't, and that will do it.
Christensen and Von Rieden on the block kill to finish the match. 25-20.
So South Milwaukee Co-op in their first trip to the boys state volleyball tournament will end its season 21-8, making it to the state quarterfinals. Marquette goes to 29-6 as the Hilltoppers win it 25-13, 25-13, and 25-20. Tell you what, they've won the last two state tournaments, and they are going to be a big factor here for perhaps 3 in a row.
Yeah, I mean, down on the other court, Jay, Kettle Moraine and Arrowhead, even though the seating is pretty spread out, they're battling down there, 19-25, 20-25. Marquette might have their hands full if Arrowhead gets it through.
So that will move Marquette, the number 3 seed. Boy, they're a pretty good number 3 seed, by the way.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see 2 and 1.
Exactly.
Well, Arrowhead 2 is in fact leading, but that moves them. Marquette goes into the semifinals. That will be Friday afternoon, actually, 5 p.m. right here. And again, Marquette will play the winner of Arrowhead Kettle Moraine. Arrowhead winning the first 2 sets. Kettle Moraine leading now 13-12 in the third. All right, Lisa. Wow, that didn't take long at all. We'll take a break.
No, that was actually pretty quick.
We'll be back on Court 1. Lisa and I will be at 1 o'clock as Appleton North faces Franklin. Also at 1 on Court 1 will be Girls Division 1 quarterfinals as Oconomowoc, the number 2 seed, faces the number 7 seed Burlington. We thank all of you for joining us. And again, we'll be back on Court 1 at 1 o'clock with Division 1 girls quarterfinals. Again, thanks for being with us. You've been watching the WIA State Boys Volleyball Tournament on the NFHS Network.